My name is Dr. Jyoti Prakash and I am Assistant Professor in the Department of Management, School of Management Sciences, Lucknow. Now, in this lecture, we will have also a discussion on the same topic like human resource planning process and you must have gone through the first lecture of mine based on this particular topic in which I have explained the meaning of human resource planning, the need and the objective, the essential characteristic and the process. So, in this lecture, in this video lecture, we will start with a little introduction and with the same concept of human resource planning. As in the earlier videos and the earlier lecture of mine based on human resource planning, I have explained that human resource planning is basically a process of anticipating and forecasting the future requirement of the human resource for the organization, so that the organization do not find any gap in fulfilling the performance or in tackling the any uncertainty or any future problem that may arise or that may that may faced by the organization any time. So, human resource planning is basically a process of anticipating and forecasting the need and availability of the competent human resource manager in adequate number, so that the organization find ease in performing the activities or the course of action, so that the organization also find ease in achieving the objective that the organization is basically carrying out. And it is also based on it is not only that only bringing the human resource into the organization, but also focus on the existing human resource and the existing human resource or the manpower, that they have the required skills or not. So, human resource planning is all about anticipating and identifying the needs of human resources in the organization, whether it is fulfilled by the available or by the existing staffs, or are hired from outsiders or from the outsiders agencies or the new employees or the new blood into the organization. So, starts with the same like the process of human resource planning. In the previous video, I have explained that whatever the planning or whatever the function that the human resource manager is going to perform, he or she must perform by keeping consideration or by keep in line with the organizational objective. Means whatever the objective or whatever the plan the organization has adopted in order to fulfill the objective basically. So, the first step in performing this particular function or this particular process is all about identifying the organizational objective. So, on whatever the objective, on the basis of that the human resource manager basically forecasts the demand of human resources, and how that demand forecasting is being done. In the later slide we will have a discussion on that too. So, in the process like demand forecasting, the factors like external factors means how a human resource manager, means if you are a human resource manager and if you have been given the responsibility of human resource planning. So, firstly you have to take consideration of the objective of the organization. On that basis, you just forecast the demand by keeping into mind the factors like in external factors and organizational factors, workforce factors, demand forecasting techniques. By using these type of techniques, you are able to find out the required number that the organization basically expect or needs at that time or the present time. On the basis of the demand forecasting, after that you just search out the different sources of supply of manpower, so that you can fulfill the gap either in the form of shortage or surplus, and you just determine the manpower gaps. Like if you find that there is a skill shortage, then what will you do if you are a human resource manager, and if you find that there is a surplus of staff, then what strategies or what action you have to perform. So, these are basically some of the strategies or the actions that should be performed by you if you are a human resource manager. And whatever the things that you have identified or that you have basically you want to implement, accordingly you just plan out or you just formulate that human resource plan in order to perform the other activities of human resource management. So, it is all about process of human resource planning. So, one by one we will discuss all the factors or all the steps of human resource planning. So, the first factor is, or the first step we can say that the forecasting the demand of human resources. So, the first factor is external factors, means while forecasting the demand of human resources, it is one of the most important consideration from a human resource manager point of view, that he or she has to keep an eye on the external factors or the external forces prevailing in the scenario or prevailing in the market. The factors like political, economic, legal, social and technological. Suppose and due to some factors, like nowadays we are facing the COVID situation, and every firm is finding difficulty in carrying out the human resources, the existing human resources. So, in this case basically they are just trying to terminate or fire out some of the employees if they are finding that they are not so much of required in the organization. So, it is also one of the factor, external factor that is prevailing in the scenario. So, one of the factor is like political, economic and legal factors prevailing in the scenario, the social factors and the technological factors. Suppose our new technology has been come into existence in the scenario, and every organization has to follow the same technology if they want to be in the competition, if they want to keep pace with the competitors. So, if you find that your existing manpower or your existing staffs have the required skill in order to work on that particular updated technology. So, obviously, you do not adopt such human resource practices, like you do not have to hire your employees or the manpower from outside. You just deploy or you just utilize the skill of your available human resources in order to perform the activities on the updated technology. So, these are basically somehow or some of the external factors that should be considered by you as a human resource manager while forecasting the demand of the human resources in the future. The second factor, like organizational factor, the first factor come under organizational factor is organizational strategic plan. What the organizational objective is, means what organization basically wants to achieve in a particular time frame. On the basis of that particular plan or that objective, being a human resource manager, you just adopt or just involved in the process of human resource planning. Means if an organization basically wants to increase the sale or want to portray a good image into the eyes of the general public or the individuals. So, obviously, they want to adopt or they want to just amend good human resource practices, and how they can do by adopting such good human resource practices and by maintaining a good human relationship with their employees. And if they are doing so, their employees obviously will spread a positive word of mouth to other one or to external one. So, whatever the strategic plan or the objective that the organization is having right now, on that basis, being a human resource manager, you just plan out the required number of human resources in the organization. The second one is sales and production forecast. Suppose the sales manager basically gives you an idea that in coming time we have to increase our production activity, because the sales graph of the product category will be on a rising graph or on a rising ratio. So, production capability should be on a higher mode, and that is required lots of manpower and the required number of manpower. So, obviously, whatever the forecasting are being done by the other manager of the other departments of the organization, like sales department and the production department, on that basis, being a human resource manager, you just identify the required number of manpower, means how much how many number of manpower required in other departments of the organization, and by gathering information from all the departments or the other department of the organization, being a human resource manager, you just identify or you just forecast or anticipates the required number of manpower in the organization. If an organization basically wants to expand in, or wants to involved in some new venture, means if an organization wants to start a new venture, obviously for performing the activities in of that new venture, some manpower a requirement of the human resource manager or the organization basically feels the requirement of some number of human resources or manpower. So, obviously for fulfilling the purpose of starting a new venture, the organization needs some number of manpower. So, accordingly, being a human resource manager, you just forecast or you just work on the formulating the human resource policies and performing the functions like recruitment, selection, training and development, and proper placement of that individual into a particular place. So, these are basically some of the factors come under organizational factors. The next one is workforce factors, means these factors are related to somehow to the employees or to the available workforce, like retirement, termination, resignation, death and unauthorized absence. Suppose some of your employees getting retired in coming time, so obviously there is a gap, there is a vacancy on that particular place because of the retirement of that individual. Terminating, suppose some of non-performance of non-performer employees you are going to terminate. So, obviously there is also that particular post become vacant. So, that gives you an idea that how much number and how many number of manpower required in order to fulfill that particular vacant post or in that particular vacancy, or how to fulfill that particular gap that has arisen because of the termination and retirement of the individual. Resignation, someone, if some of your employees, instead of adopting good practices, good human resource practices into your organization, some of your employees, it may happen that some of your employees are not satisfied with your practices. So, they want to resign, and there may be some other reasons before resigning. So, if someone is resigning, so obviously there is also a gap and some vacant post may arise. So, by also paying attention on this particular factor, you just plan out the required number of manpower. If some due to death, some also vacant post may arise, and due to some authorized absence, suppose someone is making himself or herself absent from the organization without informing to someone or without informing to the authorized one. So, these are basically some of and if a person is basically doing the same, suppose if an individual or an employee has taken leave without informing the authorized person, so somehow his or her work may hampered. So, being a human resource manager, you have to keep consideration on these factors, workforce related factors like retirement, termination, resignation, death and some unauthorized absence of your employees, so that you just plan out the manpower requirement, and you become ready all the time, that you just become confident that all the time you have adequate number of manpower, and you may confident that in any situation you may be fulfill that particular gap by providing the adequate or the appropriate number of manpower into the organization, so that the organization may do not find any difficulty in achieving the objective that the organization is basically carrying out. So, obviously there are some factors. So, while forecasting the demand, so then one of the factor is also is like demand forecasting technique. Suppose if you are going to forecast the demand of human resources, so there are some of the techniques are available. So, being a human resource manager, you just should have an idea about the available techniques and the methods, and by having an idea of these methods, you can appropriately and adequately use or perform the functions of human resource planning. Like one of the method used under demand forecasting of human resources is like judgmental method. It is also called executive or managerial judgment. This particular method refers, or the meaning of this particular methods include in the name of the method like judgmental method. Judgmental simply means judgment of someone, or someone means someone may be like the persons of the individuals or the employees related to top management or the bottom level, and both the parties can simultaneously involved and take the decision about the requirement or the required number of manpower into the organization. So, judgmental method or executive managerial judgment is all about one of the method in which some individual or some of the employees basically use their judgment in order to guessing out or forecasting or anticipating the required number of manpower in the organization. Like one of the first approach is bottom up. Bottom up, the name refers, bottom means the judgment is basically coming from bottom and it is going to the top management, and accordingly they work on the top management work on that and identifies the required number of manpower into the organization. The next one is top down, means the top management basically identifies or you anticipate the required number of manpower into the organization, and it goes to down in order to implement that particular idea, so that the requirement of manpower can be fulfilled by either by using existing staffs or by hiring some employees from outsiders. And the third approach is participative approach. It is one of the participative simply means participation of both the parties, means all the parties working or all employees of all the level working together in order to anticipate or the identify the required number of manpower into the organization, so that the organization do not find any difficulty or do not find any gap for fulfilling the objective with the help of manpower. So, these are some of the approaches used under judgmental method, and one of the drawback or we can say that demerit of this particular method is the individuals either related to top or bottom, they basically use their judgment, means somehow the guesswork is using. So, it is or guesswork cannot be accurate in fact. So, one of the drawback of this particular method is that it is totally based on the estimation of the manpower or the guesswork of the manpower, and it cannot be somehow in sometimes it cannot be accurate, because it is totally based on the judgment or the estimation or the guesswork in fact. So, it is one of the limitation of this particular method. Like this is one of the format or the specimen of basically this particular method, judgmental method, like number of staffs excluding resignation, expected retirement and transfers, and staff required, expected staff losses due to normal wastages of existing staffs, means they all have the data related to previous year or the past data they have. On the basis of that, they are using the adjustment in order to anticipating or forecasting the future requirement of the human resources, but it cannot be happen that in the same way they will be required the same number of human resources in coming time or future time. It is totally based on the present situation that they will be faced at that particular time. So, they basically use these parameters, and they use their judgment and their logic and their knowledge in identifying and anticipating the requirement of the human resources for tackling or for preparing their human resources in such a way, so that they just find themselves able in tackling any type of situation in coming time. The second method that is used in order to forecast the demand of human resources, that is Delphi technique. This technique is basically named after the Greek word great oracle at the city of Delphi. In this method, the views of different experts related to the industry are taken into consideration. They will all have to come on a consensus, a common consensus we can say about the human resource requirement, and until the process continue means all the members of that particular group, all the experts of that particular group have to come to a common consensus and they all have to agree on that particular point term, and through this the requirement of human resources can be identified and accordingly perform activities in order to fulfill that particular requirement. This technique is primarily used to assess long term requirement of human resources. Means obviously experts are whom they are basically the one who are somehow related to that industry, they know the ins and out and the ups and downs on the industry. So, accordingly they can give their ideas and suggestions in order to fulfill the future requirement or the long term requirement of the human resources. So, it is also one of the technique used by the organization, used under organization while forecasting the demand of the human resources, like Delphi technique. Means different experts of the industry are using their basically gives their suggestions and they all have to agree on a or a common consensus, and whatever the consensus say, means whatever the common points they all have to agree and they all have to come on that particular common idea gives gives the figure or gives the concept or gives the knowledge to the human resource manager that how many number of human resources and which skill set, which type of skill set that individual should have in order to perform that duties and responsibilities, or in order to perform the duties and responsibilities for fulfilling the vacant post or for performing that particular job. That is all about Delphi technique. The next technique is statistical technique. It is also called ratio trend analysis. Means a particular trend is found out, and on this basis of that the future requirement of human resources can be forecasted or anticipated. Again, in this method the past data regarding number of employees in each department are basically estimated or are presented, and ratios of manpower are basically estimated, and whatever the ratio that the human resource manager finds on the basis of using this particular method, according to that he or she basically identifies the required number of workers or the employees into the organization. Like see the examples, the production of units has the figure has been given, the number of workers has also been given. Through on that basis the ratio has been identified like 100 to 5000, like ratio is 50, and estimated production means anticipation production is given 8000, and on that basis the number of workers required is like 8000 divided by 50, 160 manpower required in order to perform basically perform the production or meet out the production requirement that is basically estimated by the production department. So, it is also one of the technique used for forecasting the demand. The next one is workforce method. Workforce method basically in this method human resource manager basically identifies the figure like in and out, means in a year how many employees are coming into the organization and how many numbers are leaving, like job hopping with the hope of finding a good job, how many employees are leaving, like factors like retirement, VRS, discharge and dismissal, termination and resignations, means how many employees are basically going out from the organization and how many coming employees are coming into the organization in a year. This particular trend is basically find out, and on this basis the estimation or the requirement of the human resources is basically identified, and a human resource manager is in a state to basically identify or analyzes or forecasted anticipated the required number of manpower by seeing the trend in terms of in and out, means how many numbers are bringing in the coming into the organization and how many employees are going out from the organization is the, in a year. In fact, this particular trend is being found out by the human resource manager, and on that basis the estimation is done for the future time. The next one is workload analysis, means this particular method is also used for analyzing or forecasting the demand of manpower, and in this the production for the year is given, the number of weeks and the workload has been given, and on that basis productivity means production per man or per manpower is anticipated, and through this human resource manager basically identifies the required number of manpower. Means by analyzing the different workloads available in or associated with every job that has been identified by the human resource manager, or on that basis he or she basically identifies the required number of manpower into the organization. The second one is forecasting the supply of human resources, means identify the sources of supply either internally or externally. If the organization finds that the available or the existing staffs have the required skills, means that it is one of the internal source, and if the organization finds that the organization does not have the required skills or the adequate skills that should be required in order to perform that vacant post or that vacant job, then they just they are going outside from for hiring a new blood or new employee into the organization. So obviously it is the external supply sources. So whatever the things, means if you find that you are having a shortage or surplus or adequate number of manpower into the organization, as a human resource manager you just formulate different HR plans or human resource plans into the organization. Accordingly you have to take strategies or take action regarding redeployment, retention, redundancy, recruitment and training plan. So the entire manpower plan will be subjected to close monitoring from time to time, and being a human resource manager you have to supervise the all the activities or all the course of actions performing in this particular function, and by having a control or by having a supervision you have to find out the deficiency or periodic updating of manpower inventory in the light of changing circumstances. So you just have an idea about the required set of manpower, that how many manpower are having the right talent or the right capabilities in order to perform the requirement that may arise any time or in coming time or in future time. So corrective action should be taken in order to remove any, if any errors occur, or accordingly you can develop some future course of action or some future plans in terms of planning the adequate number of human resources into the organization. So that is all in this particular video lecture, and that is all with the topic of human resource planning. I hope you will have a great understanding of this particular topic, and I also hope that you will like this video lecture, and that is all. Thank you, students.